Most modern shooters assume that polymer frames and striker-fired actions are the only logical choice for a defensive situation. Mainstream media outlets are actively ignoring a massive engineering shift that occurred this year regarding optic integration and recoil physics. Our top selection finally abandoned a 40-year-old structural design to completely rewrite the standard based on 500,000 military data points. These are the top 10 9mm platforms American consumers demand right now. Number 10 is the FN309 MRD. This striker-fired pistol prioritizes extreme mechanical accessibility without sacrificing military-grade durability. The engineering team designed this platform specifically to address physical barriers faced by users with reduced grip strength. Early stress tests pushed the machine gun-grade alloy steel slide to temperatures hot enough to boil water while successfully cycling 1,200 rounds. Here is what most people miss about this gun. Specific slide geometry and recoil spring calibration mechanically reduce the required racking force by 25% compared to standard platforms like the Glock 19. Magazine loading resistance is also reduced by 40%. The system operates a 3.8-inch barrel and utilizes proprietary polymer magazines holding 16 rounds of 9mm ammunition. Direct mount slide architecture eliminates adapter plates entirely to accommodate Shield RMSC and loopholed Delta Point Pro footprints. One notable trade-off is the strict reliance on these proprietary magazines rather than adopting a universal pattern. Citizens needing a highly reliable defensive tool that requires less physical exertion will find this platform ideal. The next weapon on our list abandons polymer entirely to dominate competitive shooting circuits with sheer physical mass. Number 9 is the CZ Shadow 2OR. This heavy steel machine reigns supreme as the undisputed king of competitive shooting circuits. Engineered specifically for competitive supremacy rather than daily carry, it is a purposeful instrument built to win directly out of the box. The architecture relies on a highly refined double-action, single-action trigger mechanism that offers a remarkably smooth initial pull. Here is what most people miss about this gun. By riding inside the massive steel frame rather than outside, the slide rails drop the reciprocating mass closer to the hand to reduce rotational torque. Operating as a locked breech system, it utilizes a 4.89-inch barrel, delivering 9mm ammunition from a flush 17-round magazine. Total weight hits an incredible 46.9 ounces unloaded. That physical mass creates a direct numerical comparison against polymer frames, weighing nearly 23 ounces more than the Springfield Echelon, meaning the muzzle simply cannot rise significantly during rapid fire. Overall length reaches 8.5 inches, providing an exceptional sight radius. One genuine weakness is that its immense weight entirely precludes it from practical concealed carry applications. Shooters who demand absolute mechanical stability for range performance will find this platform unmatched. Next up is a platform that delivers race gun performance, but it incorporates a proprietary muzzle device, too. Number 8 is the Canik TTI Combat. This striker-fired pistol seeks to democratize the elite tier of race gun performance by offering a turnkey platform at a highly disruptive price point. High-end production competition pistols often demand entry prices exceeding $3,000. Designed in direct collaboration with Taurus Tactical Innovations, this system delivers an experience that genuinely approaches the performance of customized platforms without the massive financial barrier. Here is what most people miss about this gun. It features a proprietary quick-attach compensator mechanism that secures to a unique 3-lug muzzle geometry, entirely negating the need for a traditional threaded barrel in restrictive jurisdictions. The locked breech system operates a heavily ported 4.6-inch barrel chambered in 9mm. Ammunition is fed from an 18-round double-stack magazine into the custom-textured polymer frame. Unloaded, the weapon weighs 29.5 ounces, utilizing an aggressively lightened slide to increase the cyclic speed. This architecture incorporates an exceptionally crisp, flat-faced aluminum trigger with a precise 90-degree break. With a retail price of $999, it costs less than half of a base model 2011 platform. One noted trade-off is that the tightly toleranced compensated system can be highly sensitive to specific ammunition loads and recoil spring tensions. Shooters looking for premium competitive performance on a strict budget will find this platform incredibly appealing. The speed of a modern striker-fired pistol is highly sought after, but the next weapon on our list decides to resurrect a legendary military sidearm by radically modernizing its firing mechanism. Number 7 is the Beretta 92 XISAO Tactical. This modernized classic radically alters a legendary military sidearm by transitioning entirely to a single-action only firing mechanism. The base platform served as the foundational sidearm for the United States Armed Forces for decades. Its reliability was driven by an open-top slide design that makes ejection failures virtually impossible. Engineers utilized a tilting locking block mechanism that allows the barrel to recoil linearly without dropping. Here is what most people miss about this gun. It completely abandons the complex slide-mounted decocker in favor of a highly ergonomic, frame-mounted safety lever. This architectural shift allows the weapon to be carried cocked and locked, just like a traditional 1911. The aluminum frame houses a locked breech operating system, delivering 9mm ammunition from an 18-round magazine. A 5.1-inch threaded barrel provides factory host capabilities for a suppressor. Unloaded, the entire package weighs 33.3 ounces. That physical mass makes it over 13 ounces heavier than the Glock 19, drastically reducing felt recoil. One genuine weakness is the wide grip profile that complicates inside the waistband concealment for everyday carry. Consumers who appreciate the smooth, cyclic rate of a metal-framed pistol but demand modern trigger consistency will choose this system. A crisp single-action trigger provides optimal tactical performance. When a defensive situation demands maximum firepower inside a deeply concealable footprint, the next platform delivers. Number 6 is the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro Comp. This subcompact tactical pistol delivers full-size capability wrapped inside a deeply concealable package. It serves as the primary commercial rival to the highest capacity micro-compacts on the market. Springfield engineers took a slightly different approach to the high-capacity equation. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The true advantage lies in the adaptive grip texture rather than just the integral compensator. Microscopic staggered pyramid shapes feel smooth during casual handling, but lock firmly into the skin under crushing pressure. Such engineering prevents shifting during rapid fire without chafing the abdomen during appendix carry. A locked breech operating system drives this striker-fired platform. An integrally compensated 3.7-inch barrel vents, expanding gases upward to aggressively control muzzle flip. Unloaded weight sits at 27.4 ounces. That mass makes it exactly 5.9 ounces heavier than the Sig Sauer X Macro. The firearm feeds 9mm ammunition from a flush 15-round magazine. One genuine weakness is that the sharp hammer-like recoil impulse requires a significantly firmer grip to manage. Concealed carriers seeking a highly refined defensive tool with an aggressive grip will choose this option. Subcompact dimensions offer a distinct tactical advantage. However, the next weapon proves that physical mass remains the ultimate conqueror of recoil physics. Number 5 is the Smith & Wesson M and P9 M2.0 Metal HD. This massive platform leads the industry sector of heavy metal-framed handguns designed to leverage physics against recoil. While the preceding decade focused heavily on polymer weight reduction, 2026 validated the resurgence of dense metal defensive tools. Distinguished from previous aluminum models, this version utilizes a rugged stainless steel frame coated in a durable Armornite finish. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The extreme mass damping entirely absorbs the kinetic energy of +P defensive loads to keep the optic perfectly static. This striker-fired system operates a 4.25-inch barrel, chambered in 9mm. Ammunition is delivered from a flush 17-round magazine. The entire package reaches an unloaded weight of 34.9 ounces. That specific mass makes it exactly 10.9 ounces heavier than the Springfield Echelon, drastically reducing felt recoil. The platform retains the legendary 18-degree grip angle that mimics the 1911 natural point of aim. One genuine weakness is the sheer physical weight makes it highly fatiguing for everyday inside the waistband carry. Consumers seeking a robust platform that excels at both heavy-duty home defense and practical competition will choose this weapon. Steel frames offer incredible mechanical stability, but the system taking the number 4 spot completely redefines optical integration by eliminating mounting plates entirely. Number 4 is the Springfield Armory Echelon 4.0 FC. This modular innovator fundamentally disrupts the tactical market with an entirely self-contained internal chassis. Manufactured in collaboration with Croatia's HS product, the system was designed from the ground up for elite military and law enforcement adoption. The platform elegantly blends a compact slide assembly with a full-size grip frame for optimal close-quarters maneuverability. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The true breakthrough is the variable interface system that utilizes self-locking pins directly on the slide. As the optic is torqued down, these pins exert lateral pressure to entirely eliminate horizontal shifting without the use of structurally weak adapter plates. A striker-fired central operating group serves as the legally serialized firearm inside this locked breech system. It utilizes a 4.0-inch hammer-forged steel barrel chambered in 9mm. The weapon feeds ammunition from an extended 20-round magazine while maintaining an unloaded weight of exactly 24 ounces. That specific mass makes it exactly 3.4 ounces lighter than the Springfield Hellcat Pro, despite offering a significantly larger capacity. One genuine weakness is the tall overall height of 5.5 inches, which severely limits its capability for deep concealment. Tactical operators and law enforcement professionals seeking unparalleled optical stability will choose this platform. The ability to mount optics directly is the future, but the next platform offers a factory trigger system that completely changes the standard for striker-fired performance. Number 3 is the Walther PDP Compact. This platform delivers the premier striker-fired duty experience for professionals prioritizing raw operational reliability. The system was engineered from its inception to seamlessly integrate red dot optics. Designers focused heavily on optimizing human biomechanics under physiological stress. A highly specialized grip texture utilizes miniature tetrahedral structures for maximum friction. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The slide features super-terrain serrations that protrude slightly above the surface, rather than cutting inward. This specific geometry provides positive tactile engagement for malfunction clearances even when wearing heavy tactical gloves. A striker-fired locked breech mechanism serves as the foundation. The weapon operates a 4.0-inch barrel chambered in 9mm. Ammunition feeds reliably from a flush 15-round magazine. Unloaded mass hits exactly 24.4 ounces. That specific weight makes it exactly 4.29 ounces heavier than the Glock 19. One genuine weakness is the relatively high bore axis, which inherently produces noticeably more muzzle flip than competing designs. Duty professionals requiring the exceptionally crisp performance duty trigger will naturally gravitate toward this system. A phenomenal factory trigger is an undeniable asset. However, the runner-up completely defies traditional physical constraints to maximize concealed firepower inside a shockingly thin profile. Number 2 is the Sig Sauer P365 X Macro Comp. This platform defies traditional physical constraints to offer massive capacity inside an incredibly thin concealed carry footprint. The micro-compact revolution initiated by the original model has reached its absolute apex with this specific iteration. Engineers focused on manipulating fluid dynamics to control the sharp recoil impulse typical of smaller handguns. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The system features 2 expansion chambers milled directly into the forward slide to act as an integrated compensator. As the projectile exits the crown, expanding propellant gases vent forcefully upward to actively counteract muzzle flip. A striker-fired locked breech mechanism operates a short 3.1-inch barrel chambered in 9mm. The weapon feeds from a flush 17-round magazine while maintaining an astonishing width of merely 1.1 inches. Unloaded mass hits exactly 21.5 ounces. That physical weight makes it precisely 2.9 ounces lighter than the Walther PDP Compact, despite holding 2 additional rounds of ammunition. One genuine weakness is that the active compensator creates a significantly louder report and more concussive blast directed toward the user. Citizens requiring maximum defensive firepower in a deeply concealable package will choose this system. The final weapon completely abandons 40 years of structural history to rewrite the industry standard. You have waited long enough. Here it is. Number 1 is the Glock 19 Generation 6. This platform is the unrivaled utility standard for 9mm firearms globally. Gaston Glock established this legacy during a 1980 Austrian defense contract. His lack of preconceived firearm design experience fundamentally revolutionized the entire industry. Engineers built a modular polymer-framed locked breech architecture that redefined combat sidearms. Subsequent generations offered only incremental improvements over decades. The Generation 6 addresses decades of structural critiques directly. Here is what most people miss about this gun. Engineers